everyone, my name is Isha and I'm so excited to be here today because I am with two really empowering entrepreneurs. We have Nimi, the founder of HauteCoton, and then we have Christina, the owner of Christina Dominelli Salon. Hi guys, thanks so much for being here. And let's jump right in and talk about both your companies. So Nimi, first of all, I just wanted to say that I am so impressed with HauteCoton and just the powerful impact it's had not only on consumers, but people that are working in the textile industry. And I want everyone at home to know, what is HauteCoton? How did it begin? And what was it that ignited that spark to start this company?
Yeah, so thank you so much for that question, actually. It was a series of events that led me to launch this company, but the main one being was a health scare that I had a few years ago, and it really started to make me question, what am I putting into my body and what am I putting onto my body? And I didn't realize at the time, but this is something that's very common in most women, and I actually was on the verge of cervical cancer. And I started to ask the questions and just say, like, what am I putting into my body to make these acidic cells thrive? And I learned that it was a lifestyle that I was actually living. And so I started to question food and just what am I putting onto my body through skincare and beauty products, which eventually led to what the heck am I sleeping in? And when I looked at the materials that my bedding was made out of, I realized that I was sleeping in a cotton and polyester blend, which polyester does not allow our skin to breathe. And it actually traps our skin. And one day I was sitting in class, I actually decided to go back to school for nutrition once I learned all of the negative effects that certain pesticides and synthetic chemicals were having. And we were sitting in a class learning about organic farming versus conventional farming. And this is when the link happened for me, and I realized that natural textiles and our food are inextricably linked because of the soil that they're grown in and the farming methods that are used. So once I learned this, it was a no-brainer for me of if I was already questioning how the food was grown and what I was putting into my body, well, then what was I sleeping in? And what was I absorbing and taking in through the skin?
And then that's when you came up with the bedding.
And that's when I came up with HauteCoton, yes.
That's so exciting. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there who aren't very familiar with organic products. So what would you say is the difference between organic cotton versus regular cotton, and why did you decide to go organic?
Yeah, so when I first started doing my research, I really realized the health implications that it was having on us. So why choose organic? Only less than 1% of the world's cotton right now is organic. And so that means a hefty amount of the world's cotton today is conventionally grown. And so we're using genetically modified crops, we're using
fake.
Yes.
It's not even real.
Toxic chemicals, they are synthetic chemicals, and then afterwards when the end product comes to us as the consumer, it's actually chemically dyed. So our skin is our largest organ, and so if we're spending a third of our lives in bed, that really had me questioning, what am I putting into my body? What am I sleeping in? And what am I absorbing into the skin through the materials that I'm wearing or sleeping on? And then that really started to make me question even further, well then how are the products made? And what are the farming methods that are used? So I actually physically had to make sure that it was 100% aligned with my views and my goals. So we took a trip to India, my family and I, and we went and visited a few manufacturers, and we narrowed it down to one. And I'm so proud to say that we are working with a 100% fair trade facility. They are certified organic, and they have the highest standards in the global textile industry. And so all our bedding is 100% certified organic bedding. It's got certification. And just to know that our farmers are not being harmed, and then taking it further and then coming into the textile workers and what they're breathing in while working.
Right.
We don't think about that, and we see the product on the shelf and we just think, okay, yes, I want this, but we're not mindful about where and how it was produced. So that really had me questioning, well, if the end product is coming to me, I need to know that everybody along the supply chain is taken care of as well.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
And it helps to know that when you're purchasing this product, that it's coming from a place of love, in a sense,
Yes.
because it's not some kid that's working on it, or it's not someone that's treated poorly or inhaling all these fumes. So that's really amazing.
Yes, and spiritually speaking as well, the products, when they're farmed and when they're made with love, that's coming to us. We're all energy beings.
Yeah.
We're in an energy environment. And when you get that finished product at the end of the day, you can feel well rested knowing that it came through the hands of being made with love. And even having that environmental impact. So once I really started to ask the questions and I started questioning, well, what about the health implications? I realized, what about the environmental impacts?
Right.
And the products are not, having an impact on our oceans. And when it's produced organically, conventional products, there's water pollution happening, and it's creating toxicity in our oceans and our drinking water even.
Yeah.
And so these chemicals and the way these products are produced are leaching into our ecosystem, which is in turn poisoning us.
Wow.
And so it's really just taking that step to really educate ourselves and know where something is coming from.
And what are some of the products that you guys carry?
So we carry everything from crib sheets all the way up to king sets. And we also have duvet covers and also pillowcases as well, from standard and king size. And our duvet covers are actually lined with coconut shells from the community that we're working with in India.
Oh wow, that's so nice. And I know that starting your own company isn't easy, and both of you have accomplished it and done so well. And what are some of the things that both of you get inspired from, or how do you both stay so positive when running your own business?
Well, for myself, I feel like it's all the social entrepreneurs that are out there and the people that are doing good in the world, they inspire me. And generally, I would say I'm a pretty positive person, and I usually see the glasses half full. And I'm just inspired about bringing good energy into the world. And there's a quote actually that says, be responsible for the energy that you are projecting into the world. And that quote really helps me to stay grounded, stay humble, and just move forward with kindness and gratitude.
I love that. That's so beautiful. And what about you, Christina?
What inspires me, I think, the most are the people around me and who I choose to surround myself with. I've been in business now, owning the salon for 5 years, and it doesn't come easy. The beginning was hard. I think, Nimi, you can contest to that, and realizing you go in with such a goal and such a feeling of, I'm going to conquer the world, and then you get these missteps or make maybe not the right choice, and learning through that. So I really reached out to the people in my community, in my social circle, that have inspired me. And there is social media, and we have so many outlets to be inspired by so many people around the world using that as well. But mostly the people that are close to my heart have inspired me the most.
And with both HauteCoton and Christina Dominelli Salon, both of your companies coincide with sustainable responsibility and environmental responsibility. So what are some of the things that you both have to do on either a daily basis or weekly for your health?
Oh, for me, for sure, first and foremost is my health and nutrition, and I look at the food and how it was grown and what I'm putting into my body. But aside from food and nutrition, I really strive to be in nature and try to renew myself that way, because nature restores balance. And so it helps us to feel more at calm and more at ease. And honestly, one of the biggest things is just being surrounded by my support network. So my family, my friends, and definitely giving. And I think Christina can speak to this more than anyone, is just giving back feels so good. It almost leaves you on such a high that just performing a random act of kindness can be so fulfilling.
Yeah.
So for myself, I feel that it's important that I have to take care of myself in order for everything else around me to be taken care of. And it sounds a bit cliche, but it's proven to be true by doing it. We have the biggest green space in North America in our river valley here in our own city. We are so blessed to have that. And that is my sanctuary. So I get there as much as I can, either walking or running or sitting, reading, whatever I can do there, as well as my health and fitness and nutrition and what I'm putting in my body. I try and really create a balance. I will have an ice cream when it's a hot day out there, or some things that maybe a glass of wine, those little luxuries I do have, but I make sure that I create that balance in my life so that I'm at my best for everyone around me.
Right, and that's so great. We all need to just be more mindful of taking care of ourselves and making sure that our mind, body, and soul are happy and taken care of. And so I know that your salon is also a Green Circle salon. So can you tell us a little bit more about what that is?
Yes, it's a sustainable salon solution to recover and repurpose any waste to help keep beauty in the beauty industry and the planet beautiful. Being a part of this allows us to recover 95% of our waste in salon, what was considered waste at one point.
Wow.
So our hair color, our foils, our plastics, our papers, all of the color tubes, all of those things that used to go in the garbage now are recycled and used as energy sources. My favorite is the hair. A lot of clients are, how do you recycle hair? And once it's cut, we put it in the recycle bag, and they take it and they build hair booms to collect oil spills out in the oceans.
Wow.
So yeah, I think that's my favorite of all of the things that they do, because it's just amazing. Like something that I've been doing this for 25 years, and I just think if we had been doing this 25 years ago, how much further ahead we would be.
Right, and even nowadays, you see everywhere when you see products that are cruelty-free and also sustainable. So can you tell us about some of the products that you carry here at the salon?
Absolutely. So first of all, why I chose the products we carry is that those things are important to me. What am I using in my work environment? What is my staff using in their everyday environment? We're here many hours of the day, so it's important what we use in the environment we're working in, as well as what we are putting on our clients and what we're recommending for them to take home. So how I chose my products was based off of ethics, sustainability, and social responsibility.
Yeah.
Oligo is one of our lines. It's a Canadian brand right out of Montreal, and first and foremost, that's why I chose it. I wanted to support a Canadian brand. Yeah. It's a beautiful line, and their R&D is amazing and strong, so the quality of the ingredients that go on the products, into the products, I feel comfortable using in my environment, as well as recommending them for our clients to be using on their skin and body. We also carry a brand called Evo. It's also a family-owned business out of Australia. We love them for so many reasons, and I think why we love them so much, first and foremost, is because they step out of the normal realm. They have this twisted honesty, humor to their marketing to make people really think. Their catchphrase is, saving ordinary humans from themselves. And when I read that, I was like, what is this line about? And so looking into them more, I realized this is a brand that I want to bring in, and their social responsibility. All their damaged products, so if we receive products that there's dents in the bottles or cracks and rips in the boxes, we send them back, and all of those damaged products go to homeless shelters.
Wow.
I know.
Instead of getting wasted, right?
Wasted, right? And it just, you feel so good knowing that it just, this circle keeps moving, right? And that's important to us, as well as all of their packaging is 100% recyclable. All their printed materials are on recyclable paper. They are sulfate-free, DAA-free, TAA-free, propylene glycolic-free. So they just fit into our whole ethics of being socially and environmentally responsible within our space.
Yeah.
And last but not least, definitely not least, is Davines. And Davines holds a special place in my heart. I've been using them and with the company for a period of my career for over 18 years now.
Wow.
And I truly believe they are the trailblazers in beauty and sustainability in this industry. They are also a family-run company out of Parma, Italy. They are a B Corp company, which means making everything with special attention to and respect for our environment. Their R&D is strong in making sure that we stay true to be the best for the world, creators of good life for all through beauty, ethics, and sustainability. They are an amazing company, and like I said, I truly believe they were the trailblazers in this industry to set an example for other brands out there.
Yeah, and you know, for those of us who want to make a difference, or those of us who really want to change the world, what do you guys believe is one simple action that we can even just take this week to save our planet?
I think just a simple act of just being inquisitive and just asking the right questions, and you know, like really educating ourselves. So just asking your favorite brands, like, where did this product come from? How was it made? I think that many of us would be surprised by the answers or the silence that we even receive.
Right.
And I think if we could just ask those simple questions, it could make a huge difference, or maybe ignite change in ourselves.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely.
Yeah.
Being mindful, absolutely really being mindful and being in the moment, in the present moment. Where are you standing and what's around you, and how can you at that moment make a difference? I'll give you an example. We were in Jamaica last week and we went for a walk down the beach, and I started walking away from my husband and started cleaning the beach. There was plastics and straws, and of course he's like,
This is why I love it.
he was like, babe, what are you doing? And people are looking at you funny. And I said, well, I hope I'm setting a good example.
Yeah, and I love that. It's like, take a stand. And even if it's just that one little thing, it will make a difference, because it might, as you said, spark something inside of you to make a bigger change, or someone else might see it and they're like, wow, you know, I want to be like her and I want to do something about that.
Oh, it makes them be mindful.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
I walked by that 1,000 times. Why
Yeah.
didn't I see that?
Yeah.
Right? And
Makes
so
that light
I'm
bulb
going
go
to
off.
make that light bulb go off a little bit more.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so coming back to HauteCoton, I just want to know, what is next for the company?
Oh, I'm so excited about this actually. And you know, from the whole reasons of it even starting, how I knew I was on that verge of cervical cancer, so I really started to question my products and, you know, just what we were absorbing through the skin. So I was actually on the hunt for sustainable lingerie, sustainable underwear, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And when I did, it just wasn't aesthetically pleasing.
It wasn't sexy enough?
And I think, honestly, I just really wanted people to know that an environmentally friendly product could be just as luxurious.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things was I just wanted to take that stigma away that a green product is not sexy.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to announce that we're actually going to be looking into designing sustainable and ethical lingerie and loungewear.
Wow, that is so exciting. I can't wait. I'm going to be the first one in line. But that's so exciting. And I know both of you have a very exciting pop-up here at the salon. And I want to know, how do two different companies from completely different industries collaborate to put this pop-up together?
Well, Nimi's started off as a client of mine, and fortunate enough in this industry, you become great friends with most of your clients. So our relationship developed from there. And then I've been with her through her whole journey, from when she was going to school and doing the nutrition course and all of that. And I listened to her story every time she was in. So when this all came to fruition, I was just like, we need to collaborate on this. And if there's anything I can do to help you get your brand, which I mean, ethically falls into line with everything that I've just spoke about in terms of the lines that we carry for hair care. And I just said, if there's anything I can do that could help you. And then I came up with the idea and called her into my office and said, let's have a meeting.
I know, she was amazing. She called me in, but not even just to talk about that. And you have to hear, and I know Christina can speak to it more than I can, but she is actually doing a give back giveaway. So you have to talk about that right now.
So the give back giveaway is, I was 2018 for me personally, and it's on a post-it note on my computer that I wrote in January at the beginning of the year. And it says, what I learned in 2017 was, I'm going to feed my soul before I feed my ego.
Wow.
So the whole year was about that for me, with myself, the people around me, my family, my friends, my staff. So through this journey, I just thought, how can I give back in the community that aligns with my business?
Right.
And there's so many gray areas and fine lines where you're trying to say, does this fit and really come out authentically? And what can I do that can also make people feel great being a part of it? So if you follow us on Instagram, you just have to like the post and tag somebody, and you're entered in a draw. And the draw is for a $500 gift certificate. So if you win the gift certificate, you have a choice. You can take the full amount, or you can give back. And if you give back, you will receive a $100 gift certificate, but we will draw 4 other names, and they will each receive a $100 gift certificate.
That's really sweet.
Do you see how she amazing?
So
I've never even heard of anything like that before.
yeah,
which is
and
really
so
nice.
the deal was, and I didn't want anybody to feel guilty. If somebody needed a complete makeover and needed that whole amount because, maybe their budget never allowed them to have that experience,
Right.
I didn't want them to feel bad. So I tried to be very mindful of that.
Yeah.
But we did our first draw, and the winner chose to give back. And everybody that received that gift certificate was just so grateful, and they were so excited. And the winner felt so good doing it. So we just said, if the initial winner chooses to give back, Christina Dominelli Salon will continue doing the give back giveaway.
Right.
If the winner chooses to take the whole gift certificate, then that's when the giveaway will stop.
Wow, that's so nice.
Yeah, and it felt right.
It really aligned. And so you can see when Christina approached me, it was just a hell yeah. Like,
Now I see why the two of you are BFFs. Okay. I can tell.
It's just, our philosophies aligned, the way we want to run our businesses aligned, and just being good humans, And then, just the way Christina treats people, from her staff to customers and clients. And when I come in here, I truly feel like family when I walk in.
Oh, that's really sweet. And so tell us, where exactly is the pop-up, and what can we expect to see?
So it's going to be right here. Every year she puts up this beautiful 20-foot Christmas tree. It's stunning. And I know she has a vision for how she wants it to look and feel, so she can speak more to that.
So we're going to put up the tree after Remembrance Day. It's our tradition. So we put up the Christmas tree, and then what we're going to do is we're going to cover the stage in organic cotton. and then have all of Nimi's bedding underneath the tree.
Oh, that's so
And
exciting.
so we've come to an agreement, not an agreement, because that just sounds...
Yeah,
But-
very businessy.
Yeah, that's not so businessy. Who wants any of that nonsense? In discussing like how we can make this work, and what can we do to get more exposure for this amazing brand out there. And so I said, why don't we offer for that month up until December 22nd through the holiday season, once in a lifetime promotion. And so we're going to do 20% off, and all you have to do is come to the salon and purchase the bedding here.
Oh, wow.
So you don't need to have any services or nothing like that done. It's
Yeah.
just if you want to purchase the bedding and
can come
receive
here.
the discount, you just have to come here, and the tree will be ready for everybody to come and get these amazing sheets.
That's so exciting. And I just have to say, as you already know, I own a pair of HauteCoton bedding, and I get the best sleep I have ever had. They are the most comfortable sheets ever. And it's so nice that the two of you are collaborating. Like, it's just nice to see local businesses coming together and putting together something so beautiful for people to come and shop and, you know, get to enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I love that. I mean, who doesn't want to come here and like also be able to, you know, check out the salon and the services they offer, but then also be able to get in between a silky soft pair of sheets and
exactly.
feel like you're sleeping on a cloud.
Yeah, well, thank you so much to the both of you. It was so great learning about health and wellness as well as both of your companies, and I really appreciated talking to you guys today.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then for those of you who want to experience these incredible sheets, make sure you come visit Christina at Christina Dominelli Salon, or you can visit HauteCoton.com.